Today I'm going to teach you how to do the Pearson square method to mix two ingredients to get a desired nutrient level. For example, I'm going to be using my dog Gypsy. I like to feed her raw, freeze-dried meat basically, but it's pretty pricey, so I want to incorporate some dry kibble into that. So basically, you have a square. And in the square, you're going to put the magic number, which is the protein percentage that I want Gypsy to have. For dogs with average maintenance requirements and moderate activity level, it's 18 to 25%. So we're just going to go ahead and put 23. So the raw freeze-dried food, when you rehydrate it, which just means that you add water to it, which I suggest because water is important, it has a protein percentage of 14. So you just put that there. And don't forget to label, otherwise you'll get confused. That's going to be raw. And then the dry food has a protein percentage of 31%. And then we're going to label that as dry. So then what you're going to want to do is subtract diagonally. 14 minus 23 is 9. It's negative 9, but you just ignore the negative. 31 minus 23 is going to give you 8. Then what you do is you find the percentages of each of those feeds. That's going to give you the percent on a dry matter basis. The way you do that is you find the total. 8 plus 9 is going to give you 17. And then you divide the part by the total and multiply by 100 to get your percent. So for the raw food, you're going to do 8 divided by 17. Oops. And you're going to multiply by 100. And that's going to give you about 47% on a dry matter basis. And then you do the same thing for the dry food. You do 9 divided by 17, part divided by whole, times 100 to get the percentage, and you're going to get about 53%. So those are the percentages on a dry matter basis, but we usually don't feed our animals on a dry matter basis, so we can convert to as-fed. And whenever you're going from dry matter to as-fed, you always divide. So we are going to do that. For the rehydrated, raw, primal food, it has a dry matter percentage of 33%. So you're going to take your percent from above, 47, and you're going to divide, because we're going to as-fed, and then 0.33. That's going to give you 142.60. And then you're going to do the same thing for the dry food. 53. The dry matter is 90%. It's higher because it's basically just a starchy cracker. And you get 58.82. And then to get that to be an actual percent, you're going to do the same thing as we did above here. You're going to find the total, 142.6 plus 58.82. That's going to give us 201.42. And then you're going to do part divided by the whole over 100. So 142.6 divided by 201.42 times 100. That gives us about 71%. And then the same thing for the dry. We do 58.82 part over whole, 201.42 times 100 to get the percent, and that gives you about 29%. So now I know that I can feed 29% of the dry food and about 71% of the raw food, save myself a little bit of money, and Gypsy's protein requirement is still balanced. It's obviously a bit more complicated than that, but the math would be the same when doing 2 ingredients.